Hello my dear students, welcome back to Biology at Fuji. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important topics of ecology and conservation biology, that is biological diversity or biodiversity. This topic is extremely important for undergraduate zoology and environmental science, PG zoology, CSIR-UGC NET, SLET, GATE, UPSC and state PSC examinations. In this class we will cover definition of biodiversity, levels of biodiversity, alpha, beta and gamma diversity, diversity indices, megadiversity countries, endemism, biodiversity hotspots, keystone, umbrella and flag species, biological diversity act. So watch the video till the end. Let's begin. What is biodiversity? The term biodiversity is a combination of two words. Bio means life and diversity means variety. Therefore, biodiversity means the variety of life on earth. According to the Convention of Biological Diversity or CBD 1992, biodiversity refers to the variability among living organisms from all resources including terrestrial, marine and aquatic ecosystems. In simple words, biodiversity includes all plants, animals, microorganisms and the ecosystems in which they live. Hierarchy or levels of biodiversity. Biodiversity is studied at three levels: genetic diversity, species diversity and ecosystem diversity. Let's them understand one by one. Genetic diversity, it refers to the variation in genes within a species. For example, different varieties of rice in India, different breeds of dogs, different blood groups in humans. Importance: genetic diversity helps organisms adapt to environmental changes, resist diseases and continue evolution. Greater genetic diversity means greater survival potential. Species diversity, it means the variety of species present in a region. For example, a tropical rainforest contains thousands of plants and animal species, while a desert contains comparatively fewer species. Species diversity depends mainly on species richness and species evenness. Ecosystem diversity is the third level. It refers to the variety of ecosystems present in a particular region. It examples include forests, grasslands, wetlands, coral reefs, mangroves and deserts. The greater the ecosystem diversity, the higher the biodiversity. Biodiversity at different spatial scales. Ecologists measure biodiversity at three spatial scales: alpha diversity, beta diversity and gamma diversity. Alpha diversity is the species diversity within a single habitat. Example, number of fish species present in one pond. Simple, remember, alpha diversity is equal to diversity within a habitat. Beta diversity is measures differences in species composition between habitats. Example, comparing bird species in a forest and grassland. Higher beta diversity indicates greater habitat variation. Remember, beta diversity is equal to diversity between habitats. Gamma diversity, it represents the total biodiversity within a large geographical region. Example include total biodiversity of the Western Ghats. Remember, gamma diversity is the regional diversity. Components of species diversity. Species diversity consists of four important components. First one is species richness. Species richness means the total number of species present. Example, country A contains 50 species, country B 20 species. So community A has higher species richness. Species abundance. Species abundance refers to the number of individuals of a species. Example, tiger has 50 individuals, deer has 500 individuals, so deer are more abundant. Species evenness. Species evenness describes how equally individuals are distributed among species. If all species have similar numbers of individuals, the evenness is high. If one species dominates, evenness is low. Heterogeneity. Heterogeneity combines both richness and evenness. Greater heterogeneity means greater biodiversity. Diversity indices. Scientists use mathematical indices to measure biodiversity. Three important indices are Shannon-Wiener Indices, Simpson Index and Sørensen Similarity Index. Shannon-Wiener Index. This index measures uncertainty in predicting the species identity of a randomly selected individual. Formula: H prime equals minus summation of pi multiplied by natural logarithm of pi. This is the formula, where pi is the proportion of individuals belonging to species I. Interpretation: high H value means higher biodiversity and lower H value means lower biodiversity. Simpson Diversity Index. This index measures the probability that two randomly selected individuals belong to different species. Here formula: D equal to 1 minus summation of pi square. Here D close to 1 means high diversity and D close to 0 means low diversity. Sørensen Similarity Index, it is used to compare similarity between two communities. Formula A is equal to 2C divided by A plus B, where A is equal to number of species in community A and B is equal to number of species in community B and C is number of common species. Interpretation 0 is equal to no similarity and 1 is equal to complete similarity. Mega diverse country. Some countries possess exceptionally high biodiversity and endemism. These are called mega diverse countries. Examples include Brazil, England, Indonesia, Australia, China, Mexico, Colombia, Madagascar, South Africa and Philippines. Why is India mega diverse? India contains nearly 88% of the world's recorded species. India also includes 4 biodiversity hotspots. Endemism: an endemic species is restricted to a particular geographical region and found nowhere else. Examples from India: lion-tailed macaw, Nilgiri third and purple frog. Importance: endemic species indicate evolutionary uniqueness and they require special conservation efforts. Biodiversity hotspots. The biodiversity hotspot concept was introduced by Norman Myers in 1988. A hotspot is a region with extremely high biodiversity, high endemism and severe habitat loss. Criteria for a biodiversity hotspot: a region must satisfy two conditions. First, at least 1,500 endemic vascular plant species. Second, at least 70% habitat loss. Biodiversity hotspots in India. There are 4 biodiversity hotspots associated with India: Western Ghats, Himalaya, Indo-Burma and Sundaland, that is Nicobar Island. Hotspots are important because they protect rare species, they conserve genetic diversity, maintain ecosystem services, help prioritize conservation efforts. Hottest hotspots. Some hotspots are exceptionally rich and highly threatened. Example: Madagascar, tropical Andes, Philippines and Western Ghats. Important conservation species. Now let's discuss some special categories of species. Keystone species. A keystone species has a disproportionately large effect on ecosystem functioning. Example: tiger, sea otter and African elephant. Removal of a keystone species can cause ecosystem collapse. Charismatic species, species that attract public attention and conservation support. Example: giant panda, tiger, Asian elephant, etc. Umbrella species, protecting on one umbrella species protects many other species sharing the same habitat. Examples: tiger, Asian elephant. Flagship species, species used as symbols in conservation campaign. Example: tiger, giant panda, snow leopard, etc. Unique species, species possessing unusual evolutionary or biological characteristics. Example: platypus, purple frog, etc. Now we will study Biological Diversity Act 2002. India enacted the Biological Diversity Act in 2002 to implement the objectives of the Convention on Biological Diversity. Objectives: conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use of biological resources, fair and equitable benefit sharing. Institutional structure: National Biodiversity Authority or NBA located in Chennai. Their functions: regulate access to biological resources and approve foreign research collaborations. State Biodiversity Boards or SBB function at the state level, promote conservation and sustainable utilization. Biodiversity Management Committee BMC function at local levels, prepare People's Biodiversity Registers or PBRs. Key features of the Act: protection of traditional knowledge, regulation of bioprospecting, prevention of biopiracy, benefit sharing and community participation. So my dear students, today we discussed biodiversity and its level: alpha, beta and gamma diversity, species richness, abundance and evenness, diversity indices, megadiversity countries, endemism and biodiversity hotspots, keystone, umbrella and flagship species, Biological Diversity Act 2002. If you found this class helpful, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Don't forget to press the notification bell icon for Zoology, Ecology, NET, SLET, GATE, PG examinations oriented classes. See you in the next class. Thank you.